Hello everyone. We're currently back at Don't Start Together. As you can see, this is a new world. And the reason for that is pretty simple. We can flash back to the previous runs. There was a couple of runs I've done already.
It's nighttime too, so it's a little dangerous. I don't like this. It's a bad time for this too. And are you kidding me? Oh no. Ah! We're gonna die. Not like this. Oh no! Lantern in the middle of it. Oh shoot. I didn't put on my armor.
Sadly, they didn't make it too far, so we're starting a new one. Anyway, I do apologize for not really filming much. There's a lot of things going on currently, so there's not really much time for me to really focus and actually, dedicate time to this, but I want to be able to put some more content out there and also make some videos, also touch base as well. So welcome everybody, welcome to all the new subscribers recently from the YouTube side, and I appreciate everybody who's hanging out so far and sticking with the channel. It's very nice of you. So, we're currently going to start up our new world as Maxwell. Currently, we are at the Terrors from Below a patch, so we basically have all the new things from the undergrounds, and I cannot kill this butterfly for the life of me. But there'll be something new for this channel, hopefully. I want to be able to switch up the video format of my videos recently. A lot of my videos, primarily before, were just long-term videos. Kind of like just a podcast kind of format. And I do enjoy making videos like that. However, I do also want to have a little bit more variety and not just sticking to the same old, same old. So I'll definitely want to try and make some new videos starting now. And by new videos, I mean also edited videos as well. Not just the same format as I've been doing before. However, I'll probably try and stick to the more or less maybe 30 minutes. Oh, nice. The frogs killed the kill the gobbler. That's really good. I'll take this food. But I definitely want to stick to the longer side of the formats. I don't want to be like short 10-minute videos. I know like that's a little too short for a survival game. However, I do want to also include quite a bit. So we'll try and do that. We will try and do that. Wow, the gobbler really took out a lot of the berries. So, day one, we're going to try and focus on surviving, just explore the world a bit, do some cartography, sketch out the world, get everything we need to know. And the next step, we'll have to do a lot of gathering. Mainly just gather a good amount of stuff to start up making a campsite. Once those are set up, we can pretty much focus on doing some prep for the coming seasons. So I think that's the way to go. But hopefully everybody's been doing good so far. We're finally hitting July. This is the first day of summer. For most of us, at least, in the Northern Hemisphere. Everybody in the Southern Hemisphere will probably be prepping for winter. Which is a very, like, mind-boggling thing for people who live at the northern side of the hemisphere. Because you think about it, like, whenever we get ready for July, we prep for, summer, the heat and all that. And then in the other sides of the earth, people will be prepping for winter and all that, which is insane. But that just goes to show how, like, crazy everything is on Earth. Pretty neat. I would love to visit certain places in the Southern Hemisphere, though. They sound pretty cool. This spider is far from home. Jeez. And not the movie. Speaking about movies, though, Spider-Man. Newest Spider-Man movie finally came out, like, a couple of weeks ago. I still haven't gotten to see it on the cinema. However, I'm probably just gonna watch it. Disney Plus. I know it's gonna be coming out pretty soon, so I'll probably just wait for that. But I'm pretty excited to see the new Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. I'm very excited. I've actually recently rewatched the first one, Into the Spider-Verse, just to get like a little of a recap of what happened. And might I say, it's still one of my favorites. A pretty good movie, not gonna lie. There's a couple of movies I plan on rewatching as well. Another one of them is Ratatouille, which is also one of my first go-to favorite movies to watch. I'm a very animated person. I prefer a lot of the animated movies. I won't say that I'm not a fan of like live action movies. Some of the live action movies are pretty good, but I tend to go for the animated side mainly because when it's all art, it's basically more easier for me to like, engulf myself in this fantasy world or whatever setting that they have. Mainly because with art, you can do literally anything and it could be magical, right? In terms of like, in real world situations like live action movies, you can do a lot of like special effects and all that. But I don't think in certain movies I probably couldn't really like get myself into those special effects, especially if they're done wrong. um, like recently, there's one of the movies I've seen as well, Avatar. The Ways of the Water, I think it's called. I've rewatched the first one just to get a recap as well before I watch the second one on Disney Plus. And then I kind of realized like it's pretty fantastical, like it's pretty like fantasy based, sci-fi kind of like world building, and I kind of liked it. But at the same point, it's like live action. You're kind of like you have to make something look really good and realistic for it to actually match anything in the real world. And at some scenes of the show, I actually got a little like weirded out for some of the CG because it just looks wrong. But that's what I'm thinking, like, in terms of like animations, you can never really go wrong with the animations. Things would always look a little bit more realistic. Well, not necessarily realistic, but a little bit more believable in that fantasy world, in that fantasy setting. So, one of the reasons why I prefer animated films is mainly because of that. It's easier to, like, make a fantasy setting in animated worlds. Even in terms of, like, animated series as well. Like Castlevania, I feel like they did a pretty good job with their animation and their whole fantasy setting. Like I actually could delve deeper into the lore of Castlevania, mainly because of the series. I've never really played the games. I've seen those characters before. My only understanding for certain some of the characters are always based off the Smash Brother characters. So the Smash Bros. Um, they have like the extra characters that they've added, which are basically the I can't remember what they're called. They're vampire slayers, right? But I can't remember what they're called. What was the name that they had? Wow, I'm actually blanking from their. I remember they have like a family name that they all share. I'll try and remember throughout the the video. But basically they had this whole house of vampire slayers, and some of the characters got included into Smash, and that's the characters I know. Besides those, I have also remembered the ones in Castlevania, which is actually a pretty good TV series. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good TV series. Lately, I spent a lot of my time watching animated series, um, maybe some YouTube videos and stuff like that. Mainly, that's my free time. Beyond that, there's some things I kind of want to pick up again. There's just some like non sequitur stuff, not a part of the video, but just things I feel like talking about. I kind of want to get back into the art stuff. I spent a lot of time, especially when I was younger, maybe around high school. I've actually dedicated a lot of time in art and like sketching and drawing and all those things. I wasn't really good with it. I think in a certain point I kind of accepted that that I had to practice a lot, like a whole lot. But after like dropping it for a while, it's kind of hard for me to get back into it. Obviously, I feel like with all things, all skills and all hobbies and all that, you definitely need to spend some time to learn and practice before you get better. And I feel like a lot of the things for me, it's very easy for me to get demotivated to see things that I don't appreciate with my art. So if I like draw something and I think, oh, this is not necessarily the thing I like, or it doesn't look right, or the proportions are wrong and all that, I feel like that's one of the biggest like thing that can make me not want to continue on the hobby of the said hobby basically. So it's definitely really depending on like how much dedication I should put myself. I should give myself in order to like get better with the art stuff, because for me being a person who's I guess a little bit more on the creative side. I prefer a lot of the creative things versus, a lot of the other hobbies out there. I'm not a very big sports person. I wouldn't mind going for hikes and runs and all that, but I'm not a very big sports person. And in terms of outdoorsy stuff, I would love to try camping. I've never been very good at camping because I never done it by myself. I've only been into like, school trips when I was younger. And ever since graduations, I've never gone camping again. Um, Plus, it's kind of hard to do camping, especially and where I'm at. There's certain places that you're allowed to do camping and certain places you're not allowed to. Like it's kind of like hard to know where I'm allowed to do camping and where I'm not allowed to do camping. Plus, I'm completely zero gear. I do not have anything camping related. I think the only thing I have that's camping related are like camping lights that are battery powered and like a foldable camping chair. I think a lot of people have seen those, like those triangle camping chairs where you just flip it out. Those are the things I've gotten, and those are not enough if I plan on doing camping eventually. Not to mention, in terms of camping, I want to have the whole experience. I don't just want to like bring ready-made food and find like a camping area just to do stuff. Like that's not necessarily the camping idea I want. I kind of want to have like the full experience. I want to cook. I want to find a place to actually enjoy the scenery and just disconnect from everything else. I feel like that's kind of the main thing for camping, right? You just get out of the way and into nature. It's like leave all these civilization behind and just enjoy nature. And I feel like that's very like enticing to do. And it definitely one of the things I want to work on as well. But in terms of things I can work on, it's probably my sketching. Um, I've been doing sketching for like quite a while, and I feel like there are certain things in my sketches that I do like, and certain things I don't. But at the same time, it's all part of the process, right? I definitely need to put more time into it. Just practice more. And actually, like, I guess, put more time into it instead of just saying that I want to do things and not actually doing it. This is where I have to put more action versus just saying things. Action speaks louder than words. So definitely should put more time into it. I have been sketching again. Since I did brought it up, I have been sketching again. Not really a lot of like extensive sketching. I have done a little bit. um, but then again, since I haven't done it in so long, I'm not appreciating the pieces that I've been making. uh, which I definitely need to work on. I definitely need to put more time into it. I would say one of the things definitely want to work on this year, since, I have more free time now, I definitely should just work on my hobbies and things that make me happy. You know? Work on things that make you happy. Ooh, and speaking of, I think this might be a triple Maxwell area, which is great. Always need those. Plus we also have gold, so I'll definitely take that. And we can work on making a science machine. Great. Lovely. Perfect plan. What is that up there? That seems... Oh, that is the stage. Okay, we can do the stage as well. Actually, it's perfect, since we have the science machine, or we can craft the science machine, closing into an alchemy as well. We can actually just put next to that. Since this is somewhat of a safe place, it seems to be farther away from a meteor field, so I don't think anything will be destroyed. And I think we just do that. We're going to put a science machine here. That's like the plan. And then I'm going to make myself a spear, so we can fight these things afterwards. Let's do that. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and eat these seeds. Take out inventory anyway. I'm going to eat these as well. Alright. Weapons. Weapons. Make a spear right away. So I'm not going to craft the backpack just yet. Mainly because I want to see what we get from the stage. There was a chance of getting a backpack as well from the stage, so I don't want to make one right now. Just to see how lucky we are, you know? Beyond the IRL stuff as well, there's also some things I want to work on in the channel. Because I feel like I've been putting off making videos on the channel for a while. And it's not intentional. most of the times I just really am not in the mindset to do anything. Or like, make a video or anything like that. So it's definitely a little bit tricky to want to make videos and all that. Though I don't want to make it as an excuse to, not do videos. I definitely just want to be in the proper mindset to make videos as well. So I'm definitely going to try and do better with that as well. There are a couple plans for the channel, though. I know a lot of my things that I've been doing in channel has been Don't Starve related. And I'm not sure if anybody's seen the previous videos before the Don't Starve series. Which to me, it's kind of like embarrassing to rethink about all the all my old videos that I've made in the channel. But ooh, we got jerky. Okay, this is not the one, so we gotta craft ourselves a backpack then. Okay, we should be careful too, because these guys hurt. We got the jerky. Ow. Ow. Oh, I realized the why do they eat meat? That's so weird. They took my jerky. Aw. Whatever. Well, we gotta make ourselves a backpack. So that's one of the things you can do in the game. I remember I've talked about it before, but if you ever find one of these stage, you can literally just craft one. So it's great. Or you can literally just, perform and then you'll have a chance of getting one, which is great. So I feel like you should definitely do that. Pause the game for a bit. Great, we got long gloves. Alright. So we weren't lucky, we didn't get ourselves a backpack, but we made one ourselves. Let's go ahead and prep ourselves an alchemy engine. It's prototype ingredients. I actually really like this feature that they've done. Saves me quite a bit of time looking around my inventory and stuff like that. We need one more rock. So we're gonna have to mine some more. Currently in day 3. So there's still some more things we need to work on before full moon. I want to try my best to get dark swords as early as possible. Because having a dark sword's a little bit more security in terms of like fighting things. Fighting anything, to be honest. Be much more safer than not having a dark sword. So definitely want to do that. Go ahead and pre-craft all these boards as well. 3 and 4. And now, I also have extra to make fire pits, or campfire in a fire pit. Let me go get some more rocks so we can make a campfire too, or a fire pit rather. I always get that confused. A fire pit is a place that you can constantly use again and again. A campfire is a temporary thing. You use it once and it's gone. The pause was because suddenly a friend of mine was calling me. And we were talking a lot about the, IRL things. Because apparently it's been like, it's gonna be a funny bit in the video, but I've been with this friend for like over 10 years already. Like it was just perfectly 10 years as of today, July 1st. And it's kind of surprising how much time has passed. So I find it to be very, very cool. But beyond that, we were talking a lot about like, trying to get better and stuff like that. And thinking about like, life situations and what's the next goal to work on, what are the plans for the future and all that. Like, it's a nice call. It's always nice hanging out with them. But pretty much gave me like a little time to reflect as well on my personal health and all that. I won't say that I'm like, I'm extremely unhealthy, but I could do better. I could definitely do better with my health. So I feel like, just keep myself in better shape. I should definitely just do more. The plan is probably to just run every day. At least, once every day. I'm not very good at running. Especially since I haven't really trained in a long time. Even going out, walking a couple of flights of stairs, I get, like, tired. I gasp for my air. I gasp for my breath. So I'm not necessarily the most in shape guy, but I'm not unhealthy. I'm not super unhealthy. I am unhealthy, but not super unhealthy. Oh man, I just gotta lie to myself and tell that's the fine line in between those two like aspects of it. So I definitely want to get better with that. So the plan is hopefully just to get a little more exercise in, um, as well as do some more art stuff. So getting back into the art things as well. I should definitely try at least to learn something every day. At the end of the day, since there's a lot of things I want to do, and I put off a lot of things as well, which means I should definitely try and enact those things instead of just talking about them. So I'll try my best. I definitely should try my best to do so. Also hoping this is the run. We've been doing this run, the Maxwell run, for 3 whole times now. This is the 4th time. Which is kind of this thing. It's not really it's not really that good if I keep on dying over and over again. Like, I kind of wish I get far enough in the game where I feel like I'm actually doing something. So the hope is, for this run, is to at least survive a whole year as Maxwell. Probably take down some bosses, actually utilize his abilities, and stuff like that. Because that's still a point for each character, right? You want to see what they're good at. And right now, Maxwell seems to be a multi kind of class. It feels like it, alright? He's able to do a very good job at gathering, which is still one of his most important jobs that he can do. Besides that, he can also do some sort of fighting as well. I'm not sure how good his fighting is, because at the end of the day, he's 75 health. Even with his special puppets, his what do you call those? Like shadow fighters, or what it's called? Shadow duelist. Even with the shadow duelists, like, I'm not even too sure how good they are. Since all I've read in the patch notes for Maxwell's rework is that he's able to put on shadow gear, and in that will also benefit his shadow duelists. And I'm not sure how much that actually affects it. So I'm kind of curious to see how far that helps. But yeah, basically he's kind of like a multi-class kind of character. And if that's the case, I feel like I want to try and do multiple tasks and see how good he is at those tasks, So we'll have to see. Some gears here. Is it just bishops? No, there's a knight. Oh, there's a knight fighting a halberd. Alchemy engine. It's made. There are campfires and fire pits readied. I think I can make a shear also, because I do want, or a razor. I should make a razor. I'm thinking about Minecraft. I need to make a razor as well for the beefalo. And I think that should be all for this area. Yeah, we don't need to check anymore, because we know that's a triple mag tusk. So we can think about a potential camp here. Which would be nice, honestly. I don't think it's a bad idea. But we'll have to see what else is around us. Let's see our neighbors, Let's jump through the wormhole as well. I don't think we jumped through the wormhole earlier. That we found earlier. So we'll see where it led. Oh. Perfect. This is the one in the floor postern. Great. Then we have another rock biome here. Is this a... Oh, this is an actual rock biome. Cool. Is it? It should be separated, right? I think this is. That's great. We got an actual mosaic biome. Coolio. Alright. So we got a hammer as well. And I think that should be all the things we need for now. What we should focus on right now is just to get a little bit more gold so we can make ourselves a birdcage / a lightning rod, which will be more or less around 10 gold, I think. Because the birdcage needs 6 gold, and the lightning rod needs 4. Okay, I can't see what you need for it. Alright. Well, once we put down the things, we'll know. But at least we'll get 10 gold. That should be more than enough. Currently day 4, by the way. Day 4, we gotten pretty much a good grasp of where things are. We know there's a triple Mactusk in this world. There's a dark forest here, which could lead to the 4th Mactusk. We have a quarry up here, and we'll see if the quarry is connected to the mosaic. If it is, then that's pretty good. Okay, we're max on rocks and flint, so I'm gonna stop gathering, or mining rather, anymore. At this point, I probably could just live near the triple Mac tusks. Because the triple Mac tusk has a wormhole that leads straight to the floored postern. And in turn also is close by to the swamp and all that, so I feel like it's not a bad base area. At least we can fight the Mac tusk pretty often as well. We're not going to base literally next to it, but close by to it seemed pretty nice. Well, it sounds like a good idea at least. Ah, nice. We found a stone road. Cobblestone roads means we're closing into either Pig King, a pig village, and potentially Chester, so we have to keep our eyes peeled to find the eye bone. That's the mosaic biome, okay. Relatively close to each other, that's nice. Totally normal tree over here, I see the evil flowers. Let's walk along the path real quick. I want to find Chester first, so at least I can dump some of these pickaxes. Hopefully we find him at least, otherwise we have to go the other way. Nighthead. Seems to be the pig village. Yeah, this pig village, okay. So, not here. Let's head back. Right, we're walking the other way now. Ah, there we go. There's the stagehand. Which means the eye bone should be here somewhere. Relatively close by to this road. So hopefully we'll find it. Oh, we're leading to Pig King already. Okay, so it has to be somewhere behind her. We'll have to take a look. I feel like the eye bone is a very hit or miss thing. If you need it, you can get it. If you don't, you don't. But early on, I feel like with the inventory space, it's actually kind of nice to have it. Which is why I really want to find it first. It's worth it if you get it, you know. But it's not mandatory to have if you're good at managing your inventory. Plus, if you already found a base to begin with, like a location for your base, you don't really need the extra inventory slots right away. You just save it for something else, you know. If we can't find it, I feel like that should be fine too. Because we need to focus on the other things as well. We have a couple of things I want to work on before full moon. Definitely want to get a shadow manipulator set it up. Which means I have to get myself insane. I want to have certain weapons ready and armors prepared. Before the first dog wave as well, so we have quite a bit of things we need to work on before that. So I won't really want to waste it on finding the eye bone just yet. I do believe it should be around here somewhere. Usually in these ponds areas too. It's close by. I feel like I'm going crazy. Oh, there's the stagehand. Should be around this area. I'm sure of it. Well, I'm not gonna spend any more time looking for it. I'm gonna get going. Bee Queen is here somewhere, I think. Ah, there you go. Walrus camp right next to this place. Cool. So I think what would be a good idea is probably live somewhere here. Like up top. Oh, there's free rope here too. Nice. I'll definitely take those. Bee Queen's over there. Alright. He's here. So I don't want to be too close to the Mac tusks. So I want to be somewhere a little bit farther away. And I also don't want to be next to the Bee Queen as well. I want to leave this area a little bit opened, just so you know. If I ever need to run back and forth somewhere, that'll be good enough. Yeah, I think here should be pretty good. There's a good space here too, right? This is nice. Yeah. It's farther enough from everything else. Let me double check the moose goose spawns. Oh yeah, this is fine. This is perfect. Alright. This is where we'll call base. Fire pits, down. I'm gonna go ahead and plant some of these. Then we're gonna go chop some trees as well. So we need to get some logs. We need some chests up here. I'm gonna go get those. Ah, and we also have some spiders and also some of these graves that we can start digging as well. Hopefully we get a red gem and a blue gem, just so we can make a purple gem. That'll be one step closer to making our shadow stuff, which would be great. Let's go ahead and craft some of our base necessities. Let's see here. Okay, there's like a log suit. Right. Because I hear dogs growling, so... Great, we got a red gem too. Awesome. Where's my spear? I think it killed the dog, right? Okay. Alright, we can feed a pig. So we can get their pig skins. Nice. Okay, we also have a couple more graves here, so take a look-see. Blue, nice. That's exactly what we needed. Okay, great. That's all that we need. We can head back to the portal, or not the portal, the base. Make ourselves a miner hat. There you go. Now we can drop this. Drop this base. Let's go underground real quick. I remember I saw a entrance nearby. Going down. Awesome. We have a couple of light bulbs right here. A little bit more on the side. Perfect amount. There's some spiders down here too. Probably can kill some spiders. I'm just gonna grab... Ooh, there's another tunnel. Let's go through it. I'm gonna grab a good amount. Like 4 is good because we get to make 2 lanterns. Getting a little bit extra more is just backup battery. So we'll do that. I want to always have like 2 lanterns at all times. Because if I'm fighting and the enemy forces me out of the fight, and forces me out of the radius of the light, I will have another backup light on me. Otherwise, I'll also have like the miner hat. But in terms of fighting, I will always want to have a helmet and hold on to a lantern. An extra one for backup, just in case I get pushed out of the light radius at night. Otherwise, if I get a Moggles, it's even better. I have to rely on the other things. It's raining up here. Now, where is this? Oh, not bad. It's also another short wormhole, pretty much. That's great. Cool. I'll take it. So now we have 2 wormholes that lead close by to each other. Okay. So, lantern. We'll make one of these. Another rope. We can make an extra one. It's backup. I think that should be good. Let me go ahead and leave these things here for now. You have to get a proper spot for these as well, just so I don't want them to be picked up by anything. Let's gather some more wood. Then we'll have to go back to the Pig King and drop off some stuff. Okay, so chests. Need a couple of these. That's another. And now I'm gonna go ahead and drop off all my unused things for now. All these gems as well can be placed in there. A little bit safer than before, don't you think? Awesome. So we should probably make a pen as well for the pigs. Let's see. We need these. Rope. We'll also need one more board. Okay, so I need more logs again. Okay. Need rope. There you go. Now we can make the bait, the pen. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh jeez. 3. Great. So we'll have the fences. This is my go-to design whenever I'm making the pen. I like how it looks, so sue me. That. And then just whatever food's inside. It'll turn to rot, that's fine. But this should be a functioning pig village right here. Yeah, all we need now is just more of the bunnies, so we can make the thingy. Also, before we go, let's make ourselves a helmet too. Almost forgot. Perfect. Alright. So we got all that. Now we need just silk. Silk, silk, silk. We need one more silk. Just one more. Awesome. We got all the silk we need. We can leave. Wow. None of them have meat. Huh. Interesting. That's the thing I don't like about certain mobs and their drop rates. Is because it doesn't make sense, right? They die. So shouldn't they have a drop? I find that to be very funny for some things as well. Like, I always talk about it with like walruses, but I clearly see the hat on top of it, and I guess sure, fine, like it's a rare item and all. But if I see it, you know, a Mactus with a hat on it, I expect that the hat will fall as well. And not even that, but like, you know, a tusk should be guaranteed, especially. Because I can see it in front of its mouth. Why can't it just fall out? Doesn't make sense. Unless, I mean, you can argue about it and say that, you know, it's probably the trajectory of how you swing the bat in order for it to, like, knock off of the, of the walrus itself, but that's still quite a stretch, you know? Okay, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Alright. So, top hat. Yeah, shadow hat. Then magic machine. We need 4 boards. Yeah. Which means we probably need to collect some more wood. Don't look at me, I never made one in my life. I believe that's a lie. That is not true. Alright, press the habitator. Made. We can gather these gems. Turn them into the thing as well. Purple gem. Great. Put these back in there. So now we need nightmare fuel. Still haven't found Chester, so that's not good. But we're good enough so far with our things. We've gotten pretty much everything we need. I think the only thing left is to grab the, what's it called? The reeds, so we can make a bird cage. Taking a little too much hits, probably not the best idea, but I'm always assuming the stun lock can work. I'm not sure, like, I know it's supposed to be some sort of damage type of thing. You have to reach a certain amount of damage so you can actually stun lock it, but maybe because our weapon's turning stale, it doesn't stun lock. Or maybe my positioning of my character's, like, distance between the pig is too close or too far that it doesn't stun lock. It's a very weird mechanic, and I don't really grasp it properly. Anyway, let's look for the Glommer statue before full moon hits. There it is, yeah. Great. Ooh, free butterfly. That's okay. We need to heal anyway. How lovely. Okay. I'm gonna drop the spear here, actually. They already need a spear on me. I'm dropping things because I want to also reserve some space for the, not just the Glommer flower, but also all the trees that we burnt. I mainly need it because I want to also bring back some of the charcoal so we can make a crock pot back in base. It would be very nice to have some food. Proper food. Cooked food, rather. Eat those for sure. Got a lot of snacks. Can we get 12? Oh, just one short, jeez. Well, we should probably burn another tree. I want to be able to get a perfect 12, just so we can make 2 crop pots. If we get 3 in that one, that's also fine, because that means we can make 2 crock pots and a drying rack, which would be nice. I mean, in terms of how much we explored, we actually did quite a bit already. Within 12 days, we have some more here we can check, some more here we can check. But definitely after we drop off everything back in the base, we definitely want to get to the swamp, get ourselves some reeds. A little extra wouldn't hurt because we want to make it into a shadow suit as well. But mainly we just want some reeds for the birdcage. That'll be great. Perfect. And also probably want to find the robots as well. I don't remember where they were. 2. That's fine, I guess. We'll deal with it. Let's go. Piggies are sleeping. Where'd the other one go? Oh, yeah, because I killed the other one. Never mind. Dogs are spawning again. Alright. Somewhere close by, that sounds fun. Okay, let's make some food. I know dogs are spawning, so we probably gotta prep. I think we should be fine. Stand farther away so our llama doesn't get caught. Nice. Ouch. 4 dogs this time. Alright, that's doable. Okay. Hey, we got more bunnies. Nice. Our base is getting together pretty well. We have a good source of logs, not rocks. If you can farm rocks, well, I guess you could, can you? The avocado bushes. He kind of was rock farming. Anyway, let's open our present. Let's see what we get. Let's get something good. Nice, loafers. You know, in terms of fashion, I would probably be pretty happy getting a loafer as well. Loafers seems to be very, very like comfortable types of shoes. Because loafers are pretty much slip-ons, right? You just slip it on. You don't need to tie anything. It just fits. And it looks convenient. Also looks nice. Pretty cool. Maybe eventually I'll definitely get a loafer someday. Also, we need nightmare fuel. So, what to do? I'm gonna jump back and forth into the thingies and get ourselves some nightmare fuel. Once that's done, we can go to the swamp. Here he goes. Oh yeah. What is this? This is the swamp. Ow. This is not a good worm spot, I don't think. Okay. 77. Also, another thing I can do, which is probably more smarter. Let's do this. Another time. Farm some stuff. Wow, these trees are all bad. Well, I guess there's a higher likelihood to spawn a tree garden apples. That's fine. There we go. We're at the threshold right now. So I'm just gonna stand relatively close to an empty spot so I can actually see the nightmares easily. Not be in any trouble. Okay, spot one. There you go. One. Awesome. So that's enough for the sham manipulator as well. Great. We'll come back to these logs. We're not going to do it right now. More important thing right now is to focus on the shadow machine so we can get towards the other things. We can go back through the wormhole and get to the swamp stuff too. Alright, we have everything we need. We can finally make a shadow manipulator, which is great. All that we're missing right now is probably just a little bit more nightmare fuel, so we can actually make ourselves, a dark sword, because we want one. Which means I'm probably going to have to summon a little bit more. Actually, hold on. We can probably jump back and forth the sinkhole right now. I'm going to drop this for now. Double up some of the meatballs. Let's head back to the entry point. Go ahead and keep on jumping back and forth. Okay, there you go. Up. I think our sanity should be reaching that point already. No? Okay. Go back through. Okay, so now we're at that threshold. Alright. So it seems our light bulbs are turning... It's spoiled. It's not turning stale. It's spoiled already. I have to use this quickly. Speak about turning stale, our handbat's also going stale, so... At least we have a good amount of stuff on us. We have a good amount of pig skins, so we can make another handbat and helmets. Beyond that as well, we can also work towards making a little bit more pig houses near our camp. Just so, because I want to have a little bit more stuff to farm whenever full moon hits, And I don't think I'll be doing any of the Glommer killing ritual every full moon. Because I kind of want to reserve my time during full moon just to be pig hunting, mainly because in a world where you're playing as a character who doesn't have their own specialty armor sets and stuff like that, it's more likely better to spend my time killing piggies versus farming for the Krampus sack. Like, the sack is nice and all, but it is quite a bit of time consuming. It is a bit time consuming, so I wouldn't want to spend too much time on that. Okay, sanity's back to low amount. Let's go out into an open spot where I can actually see them. My screen is really bright right now. I have it on max, so my monitor is really bright. It's on max. But it's really dark in these areas, and I can't really see properly, so definitely want to head back into a much more open field, which a much more brighter perf color. Very hard to fight during within this dark forest area. It's really, really difficult to see. But since we have the things we need, I'm gonna go back to base real quick, pop down the Shadow Manipulator, and we'll start farming for reeds as well, because we definitely need reeds in order to make the bird cage, as well as make some of the shadow armors that we need. So we'll definitely do that. All right, Shadow Manipulator. Next tier of our magic list. Done. Awesome. So we currently have 4 Nightmare Fuel, which is not enough to make a Dark Sword, so I'm gonna have to get some more, farm some more Nightmare Fuel. Crafting things too when it's your first time prototyping something gives you sanity, so I'm gonna have to get it a little bit more insane, which is really one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to get all the Nightmare Fuel I needed before I craft anything, just so we have a fresh new. You know, we'll have all the sanity. We can regain the sanity after killing all the nightmares. You know, since we're prototyping a lot of things, but now that we don't have that, we'll have to slowly get there. Plus, I'm gonna have to locate the gears as well, all the knights and stuff like that. Because I remember there was a spot earlier where we could do that. All right. So before we do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and cook some of these food. Your hair, okay. Alright. So, let me take a quick look at the map, because I know we have that discovered. I think it's this one, right? It could be that one. Let's go to there. Also, if we do see beefaloes, I might as well have them help out and provide us manure, because we need to fertilize our berry bushes. So our little farm area right there isn't really fertilized fully, I don't think. I don't even know if we fertilize much. So we'll have to double check afterwards. But day 14, we actually gotten pretty much a good amount of stuff, right? We know most of the main biomes. We know how to get there at least, even if we don't have it discovered fully. We know how to get there. Plus we also have some good wormholes that leads farther away. Ooh, look. They killed a tall bird. That's awesome. Okay, I should be careful too. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself another armor real quick, as well as make myself a new handbat because it is stale. I don't think it's wise to fight with a stale handbat, so I'm gonna go do that. Alright, round 2. Alright, very good. For this, we can kite. It's a little harder to kite the bishop because the bishop has a far range, a long range against us, which makes it a little bit more difficult for us to actually, you know, survive against that. Unless you have a lot of movement speed, one of the easiest ways for that is either you have a Magi, a walking cane. Maybe that's a little bit better if you want to plan on, you know, kiting it, but the amount of attack it does, like, it's not that quick anyway. His attack speed's quite low. It's actually pretty easy to just, you know, focus on dealing as much damage as possible, getting it killed before you know, reach the other one. So the bishops are just, you know, you don't really need to go out of your way to dodge them. Unless you want to have, like, a 0 damage run or anything. But it's really, there's no point. You just heal back up pretty easily anyway, so it's fine. Anyway, let's head back. We got in our gears. We can make ourselves a lovely icebox. And with that icebox, we can preserve some of our meat and seeds, and also get some other ingredients as well. Because winter is going to be hitting in 5 days. So
Well, no, in 6 days. Actually, no, 7 days. It's in 7 days. So within 7 days, I definitely want to prep and get everything we need before then. Also, might as well gather as much grass and twigs as possible. Whenever winter hits, a lot of our natural growing crops and stuff like that, well, not crops, but like any plant life, such as twigs and grass, they won't grow during the winter, especially berries as well. As well as berries, not especially, but as well as berries. Nothing grows during winter besides your farms, so since we're not making farms just yet, I don't think we'll be needing to care about that too much, but in terms of like twigs and grass, we definitely want these. I wouldn't be super worried, but I would definitely like to have at least a stack of it, just so it's nice to have, you know? It would be nice to have a backup thing. Spawn the bats. It's quite nice if they spawn one by one, because it helps us out a little bit. We can actually kite slowly. Okay, let's see if I can drop anything. I probably shouldn't drop anything. I need these rots for the berries anyway. So we need 3 more rots to fully fertilize our berry area, and I don't think we fertilized anything yet. Yeah, it's all not fertilized, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I probably should set up a pen especially, so when we do have like berries spawn, we'll have it in a proper setup, and we can actually farm for gobblers as well, because drumsticks is a very good source of food as well. Would be nice to have. Alright, so I need to have a flying goop factory. I never read that. That's funny. Oh, why do I have... Oh, I made 2 helmets. I wasn't paying attention. Whoops. We'll leave that on the floor for now. I'm going to go ahead and make a cutstone, because I don't think we have one. Yeah, we don't have one. Oh, I need to farm for rock too. And then I'll hold on to the gold. It's in the cooking section. Icebox. Let's make the Victorian one, since we're using the Victorian... we're using the Victorian tureens, the crock pots. Let's see what we got. Nice, a green t-shirt. An orange t-shirt. I love the color green, but that's orange. Man. That just happens so, like, naturally. A green t-shirt. Man. I like the color green. Not gonna lie. Maybe that's why I saw green. Everything's green in my eyes. Alright, so we have a helmet. I know I don't like doing this at night, especially because it's... Oh, jeez. Especially it's turning to night pretty soon. Is that the chest? It is. It's inside a spider. Okay. I'll have to deal with that afterwards. We'll do that later. But it's important because I want to get some silk, or not silk, I need to get some reeds. And the reeds will help out with the birdcage as well as other armor pieces. Because we need 3 papyrus per dark suit. And the dark suit's quite expensive, so... Almost got hit there. I'm gonna stay focused. I die here a lot, so I don't want to, like, you know, mess up and stuff. Okay, our sanity's not rising, which means we're close to a tentacle. A good indicator. Always pay attention to your sanity when you're running around in the swamp. Obviously, me giving these tips are, you know, just the things I've learned through others, so it's nice to just, you know, I guess, preach it a bit. Though I do have to make a quick reminder to anybody who's hopping onto the channel and, you know, watching these videos. This is not for educational purposes. I'm not a teacher. I'm not planning on being, you know, educational in terms of the game. I just speak my mind, and, you know, if it just so happens to be some tips and tricks and stuff like that, take it with a grain of salt, I guess. There are by far way better players out there that you can learn from. I'm just here to play a video game and just enjoy my time. So, if that's something that, you know, appeals to you guys, then stick around, I guess, and I appreciate it for sticking around. Man, we're getting hit by a lot of mosquitoes. I don't appreciate it, but at least we're not dead, so that's good. That's the main thing. Ooh, lucky us. More pig heads, and I'm glad I got my hammer. That's actually a really good idea to bring hammers in the swamp. And I think we're also closing into a desert. No, that's a sinkhole. Never mind. Scratch that. What about there? That could be something. That probably is the desert, actually. Cool beans. Now that we're gonna be in the desert too, we probably can pick up some cactuses. It'd definitely be nice to have some flesh. Cactus flesh. Oh, interesting. The mosaic is reaching through the this side over here. Actually, now that I think about it, if it's gonna be in the field, it's probably not the desert then. That might just be the mosaic over there. Maybe. I don't know. Ooh, we got a fairy circle that leaks outside the... Oh! It's green mushrooms. This is... I'm pretty sure we could still pick that up, though, but it's in the ocean. It's an ocean mushroom. That's how you know I love this game, when these things happen. It's kind of funny. You can also see, like, the dirt around it. Green mushroom. That's pretty good. Green mushroom's pretty reliable. At least it wasn't red mushrooms. Red mushrooms are probably one of the least valuable ones. They're very good for vegetables. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love using them as vegetables. But beyond that, I probably wouldn't use them. So we have 4 papyrus. 4 papyrus is not enough for an armor. We can make the bird cage already, but we don't have enough for the armor. I definitely want the armor as well. If I see anything that's edible, I should probably pick them up because winter comes, we're not gonna have a lot of options for food, so I shouldn't be too, like, you know, I shouldn't be too laxed about not picking up food on the way, or ingredients on the way. So I definitely want to be doing that as much as I can. But also to mention, I guess in a way, red mushrooms isn't really bad, because they're also a year-round thing, I think. Even during winter, they still respawn, so it's a pretty reliable source of vegetables if you need them. So I wouldn't say it's bad. But in terms of eating it as is, you know, not really the best. Okay, we're closing into the desert. I want to identify what desert this is, because I want to know which one we're close to. Okay, it's the Oasis. Oasis Desert, nice. Ooh, nice. We also have these things, which you need. Oh, I'm also a tall bird. Okay. Ow. I'm being greedy. Actually, it wasn't a bad idea, because I wanted to pick up their eggs. Coolio. Ow! That was too close. There we go. Awesome. So, I don't think I need to go further just yet. Because there's really no point to discover that. I don't think there's going to be another desert on the opposite side. So I'm assuming the other desert should be somewhere beyond here. Or probably even here. Alright? So I'm going to go back. No, it's turning dark. I'm going to head back, because there's really no point to lollygag around here. Let's just head back. Actually, I'm probably going to take this guy out too. Okay, hopefully the spiders doesn't get me after we're done with the worms. You know? This is why I have 2 lanterns, because I want to get farther away from the spiders. Which means I don't want to have, like... don't want to just stand next to there, you know? Just be a little bit safer here. So. Hold on to that one. Let's see here. I want to drop something. I'm gonna drop this. I know I don't really want to leave it, to be honest, because it's still rot and I can use it for my berry farm, but I really cannot be picking anything else up. So I'm just gonna try my luck and see if I get myself another couple of poop, because we only have like 3 more bushes to fertilize, so we're not super far off. Also, I'm coming back in the swamp because I want to finish up and gather the rest of these reeds, so I can actually get myself the armor piece as well. Also, we have identified most of the swamp, so we know there isn't a retrap, which is fine. I don't really need a retrap, to be honest, but it's nice to have. I don't want to clear it, but it's nice to have. Right. that over. Ooh. Lovely. So now, we can head back to base, craft the rest of our things. And I think we're doing good so far. Not gonna lie, we're doing good so far. I like autumn. I don't just like autumn in game. I love autumn IRL as well. I feel like autumn's just a nice... It's just a nice season. Like, it's... Obviously, it gets dry and all that, but the weather itself is pretty good. I prefer temperate, like, weathers. I don't like the extremes, like, you know, super hot, super cold. I know a lot of people prefer winter, because, during winter, you can, like, you know, put on more clothes and, like, you know, get comfortable and cozy. Versus summer, you have to, like, you know, you can't take off your skin and all that if it gets too hot. But, that's the funny thing. But, I get why people prefer winter as well. And some people like summer mainly because, you know, a lot of the fun activities are during summer as well. So, like, swimming, going to the beach, you know, get to eat ice cream and all that, and I love ice cream. So I get it. Plus, the reason why I'm picking up all of these, eggs is because there's a new recipe called the scotched egg, and I'm wondering if I made it correctly. It should take a while to cook, and I don't know if I can use twigs. I'm kind of curious whether or not that worked, but I don't want to risk it. I know you need a good amount of vegetable, as well as a tall bird egg, and that should be that. So we'll have to see. Hopefully that's right. Anyway, papyrus. Let's go ahead and craft all these papyrus. Awesome. Grab the gold in the chest. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. We have seeds on us, so we can make it. And I think that should be food and gardening. I am wrong. Oh, it is. It is food and gardening. Oh, I don't have seeds on me, that's why. Silly me. Look at that. Scotched eggs. Pretty good. I like eggs. I don't think I've ever tried a scotched egg, but, it looks okay. I mean, the blue egg is kind of like, you know... What is that character called? Like, it's a cartoon character that has, like, a lot of weirdness to it. It likes to rhyme. It's like a cat character who likes to rhyme. I don't know what it's called. There you go. Lovely. So, we have a bird cage now. All we need now is just to get a bird. And that'll be set. So we also need silk for the trap. Go ahead and drop this in there. I don't need to hold on to it. Hold on with me. I don't even think I need to hold on to the torch as well. I don't really need a torch. So, before we do anything else, I think this gives us like 150 hunger, so I don't really need to go on my way to make more food. I'm just gonna go ahead and head out, because there's also some other things we need to do. One of them being, since we don't have the winter gear yet, I definitely want to prep myself and get at least a beefalo hat, so that can be like a good warming gear. I definitely want to do that. Where's my shear? I remember I made a razor though. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up that as well. There you go. Also, before I do anything else, drop the twigs, stack of grass so I can gather more. So I know we have a beefalo up here, and I believe it's like 1 or 2 beefalos, it's not just one. So if that's the case, we can probably shave all of them, and I believe it should be 2 or it should be 2, right? I don't think it was 1. It was more than 1. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm wrong. And that could be possible too. We'll see. Plus we can also gather some manure. That'll help out with our farm as well. Like basing off, yeah, there's one there. Basing off how much poop, I'm pretty sure this is not the doing of 1 beefalo. It should be more than 1, right? Don't prove me wrong. Don't prove me wrong. Don't prove me wrong. They're proving me wrong. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can deal with that. Let me go ahead and shave our little friend here. Thank you, pal. Okay. So now, we're going to head off to another savanna, which the closest one is this, and these two. I'm not sure. I think there should be beefalos on this side too, actually. I'll check. So, beefalos, are you here? Can we expect you to be here? Because I forgot. I forgot whether or not there was a herd here or not. I'm pretty sure it should be, like, on the very top side, if ever. But somewhere farther away from everything else. It's most likely probably here where the beefaloes are. Otherwise, it's going to be in a much more smaller spot actually. Because there's also a grass biome like here, but that's really tiny. I'm not sure if they'll spawn there. I'm basing it off like, just how big the biome is. I mean, I could be wrong. And the game has done that a couple times, proving me wrong. It looks to be the case. Well, alright. We're gonna get out of this area then. If we have enough purple gems, we can probably make a bat as well. And that's a really good weapon for me, I think. Mainly because sanity weapons, like any weapons that require sanity, are just completely negligible with Maxwell, since he can just regain sanity so easily. Like, it's basically void, And I think because this character has such a low health pool, a couple of swings of the bat, you'll be back to full health, like in no time, and you should be fine. So I think that should be the way to go. If I can make a bat, I think I'll be a little bit more secure in terms of survival. Okay. So we've checked. It's not here. We wanted to go somewhere else. I have no idea where else could it be. Yeah, 150 hunger. Let's go. That's some good food. Scotched eggs just looks to be like fried eggs. A fried hard-boiled egg. But I have no idea what the contents are. I assume it's probably... Well, this is just me being ignorant. But, based off the name, it could be a Scottish food. Or it also could be incorporating a certain alcohol, maybe Scotch, in order to make said food. This is all speculation. I have no idea what or where Scotch eggs came from. So, that's the critical thing I'm doing. Not that critical, but, getting some deductive reasoning. That's my conclusion. It could be in a specific area, or it could be using a specific ingredient. That's why it's called Scotch eggs. Tall Scotch eggs. Actually, no, I think it's an English thing, right? It could be an English thing. Oh, there's another grass biome there. Oh, it could be there then. Oh, I'm on the other way then. Oh, I have to get back. There he is. Hey! Just in the nick of time. Alright, that frog wants a piece of Chester as well. There you go. Awesome. Hey, pal. We were looking for you. Okay, so I can go ahead and drop off the things I wouldn't use right now. The papyrus is one of them as well. Papyrus. Boom. Awesome. Welcome home. Alright, look at this. Grass area. And we're greeted with poop. Good sign, good sign. 3 beefaloes here. Nice. Not sure if this is... Oh, there it is. It's another one. Nice. Another 3. And another 3 in front. So all in all, we have 6 here. Oh, nope. These are 5, 6, 7. So that's 13. 13 beefaloes. That's really good. I'm glad they're somewhat close together so we know where they are. Because during the nighttime, if I don't have a moggles, I'm not going to be able to find them. So it's nice to know where their general directions are. I'm going to go ahead and pop down a fire pit. Because a fire pit could also be a... kind of like a checkpoint, Or a map checkpoint thing. So it tells me where things are, I guess. This will signify, the beefalo area. There's a couple in these areas, a couple of herds, so at least we'll know. Plus, it's starting night, so having this ready is also nice. Hopefully they'll all go to bed. Get to work. Okay. There's a couple more up here. See, if I don't have a Moggles, I just don't know where they are. There they are. Nice. There's 4 here. Nice. Alright, I think that should be more than enough wool for now. I want to focus on getting a beefalo horn, and then we'll head back. And then we definitely should definitely farm for nightmare fuel. Otherwise, we won't have the equipment for the winter times, especially when deer clops and all that happens. So, I want to make sure we have the things we need. Grab a twig and feed it to one of the beefalos. Sorry, pal, but it's for our survival. I think around this area should be farther enough. I want to make sure it's far enough from the fire pits, because if it's too close, I'm pretty sure the beefaloes can sense their friends getting killed. So, just be safe, you know. Just being safe. And that should be far enough. Nice. I'm glad we got it. I don't want to be killing a lot of beefalos. Feel bad for the beefalos too. They're a cool animal, not gonna lie. Alright, that's great. So, now that we've finally gotten the beefalo horn as well as the wool, we have our winter gear, and I think that just means we can focus on the other things now. So, nightmare fuel, and if we got enough nightmare fuel, I'm going to work towards getting some more minerals. So, rocks and gold and flint and all those things. So we'll do that. Next up, head back to base, set up our things for winter, and then we can go for nightmare fuel. So, while I craft, I'm going to have them do their work. Most of them are, like, grown already, anyway. I'll have a couple here to help out. Why not? Alright, you guys do your thing. I'm going to focus on doing some stuff over here, alright? Nice, we got a purple gem, too. Awesome. So that means we can make ourselves a weapon. That. So we need 2 living logs, and I believe the living logs are in... What? Chester? Hey, you have it. Okay, bat. Actually, I want the Halloween one. The bat scythe is pretty cool. Okay. I'm going to leave this next to the fireplace, because beefalo wool are a very good source of fuel. So I'm going to leave it as that. I don't want to hold on to her. But it's very, very good for fuel. Just like Glommer Goop. Glommer Goop is also very good for fuel. With all these logs, I'm actually going to have to make a little bit more chests, just so things are not going to be on the floor. I've been reading a lot of the comments, and as much as it drives everybody crazy to see all the things on the floor, it also drives me wild, so makes me a little bit a little bit messy, and it doesn't feel nice. So I'm definitely going to make some more chests, so we can keep the floors clean, you know? Keep the floors clean. This is a civilized base. And at least if it's a little cleanly, it'll be easier also to navigate through our chest stuff, so we'll do that, right? Four hits, okay. There we go. Easy enough. not what I wanted to hit. Cheddar here. That's the one I wanted to hit. That works, okay. Let's see here. I will hold on to a stack. Well, half a stack at least. So I want to make sure I also have enough stuff to make fireplaces during winter. So it is a safe idea to have it, you know? So do I have enough rocks as well? I don't. Need a little bit more rocks. Make myself a thermal stone, so I'm gonna go get some rocks. I see some rocks up front. Also closing into winter, so cool. We get to kill some Mactusk, and hopefully this time we don't die. You'd be surprised how many times I've died to Mactusk with Maxwell. Ah, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. I was just holding space. I wasn't paying attention to my inventory. Because I was thinking, like, I want to craft another fire pit as well. Just as a backup. Then I didn't pay attention to my pickaxe. Whoops. Whoopsie. That's fine. Let's head back real quick. Yeah, it's getting cold now. Those are kind of gross to think about, like, you know, putting twigs in your food. Quite gross.